At the end of my video about installing an LED type color DMD into my Addams Family pinball game, I provided a few screenshots to show how it looked. Afterwards, I realized I'd missed several interesting animations and that the color rendering failed to show what the new DMD really looked like. So I put together this follow-on video that'll give a better idea of how these new DMDs look. I said better because although I spent hours experimenting with f-stops, color balances, frame rates, ISOs, and shutter speeds, I could not capture the intensity and depth of color these LED displays generate. What you're seeing on your screen might look pretty good, but in reality it's a washed out reflection of the images they produce. In person, the blues are unbelievably deep and rich, the greens are a brilliant, pure grass green, the reds are so intense they almost seem to sparkle like glitter, and the yellows absolutely glow. The colors look alive. So what's the problem? Hours of online research disclose two issues: a digital camera's inability to accurately record such images, and the fact that LCD computer monitors can't reproduce them, even if the camera could. Now, I'm about to get real nerdy about why cameras and screens can't reproduce what the human eye can see, so feel free to turn down the sound and enjoy the animations in blissful silence. For the rest of you, this is going to get real interesting. Like digital cameras, the human eye creates an image with millions of microscopic sensors, but with two big differences. In a camera, all of the sensors are locked together as far as exposure is concerned. When looking at an LED, which has an intensely bright tiny center surrounded by a dimmer glow, for an average exposure setting, the center will be overexposed and look white, while the edges will be underexposed and dim. Set the exposure for the brightest area, and the edges are lost. Set it for the edges, and the center's blown out. The poor camera just can't win. But in the human eye, each sensor has the ability to adjust its own sensitivity independently of its neighbors. It's really more like we have millions of separate cameras than just sensors. This means it can reduce the sensitivity in the area where the LED is brightest and increase it where the LED is dim, so we get a perfectly exposed image across the entire face of the LED. Even more impressive is that our eyes have two independent sets of sensors, one's for color and the other's for black and white, which gives them even more power to compensate for varying brightnesses without affecting color. Next, we have a problem with the monitor you're probably watching right now, assuming it has an LCD screen. Simplifying things a bit, these work by opening and closing colored windows, allowing or blocking light behind them from coming through. Each element has three separate windows for the three primary colors, and the amount the window is open determines the mix of colors used to create whatever color is desired. The problem is that this transmitted light system simply can't reproduce the pure intense color of an LED. Now, an OLED screen should be able to do so because it uses LEDs to actually produce colored light instead of an LCD, which only takes white light and then colors it. It would be interesting to see how the two compare, except we still have the annoying problem of the camera's inability to capture what the LED looks like in the first place. Enough with the techie stuff. Let's just watch the rest of the screenshots by themselves.
Hands. Knock 3 times. That's one. Feel. Quicksand, fumes, toxic waste. It's all ours. Right. Well done. Get the extra ball. Extra ball. Let's hide out. 7 million. Out to the cemetery. Come on, everybody.
Look, darling.
Get the extra ball! Out to the cemetery. Come on, everybody. The Mamushka. Who says you can't take it with you? Oh, I have a whole bucket full. Dirty pool, old man. I like it. Triangle. See the power. Double jackpot!
And that's about it. I think the new LED DMDs look great, and as an added bonus, they use a lot less power, which greatly reduces the load on these aging power supplies. If there's any downside, it's that they look so good I catch myself glancing up to watch the animations, rather than keeping my eye on the ball. As a consequence, my scores have dropped considerably. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more about this Addams Family pinball game, please visit my main website at waynesthisthandthat.com. And once again, thanks for watching.